Subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
We were all wondering how the WWE was going to follow up Night of Champions, King of the Ring. What was going to be the fallout? What was going to be the backlash? What was going to be the stipulations, the matches, the scenarios, the planning, the strategizing? Well, let me tell you something right now. You can almost feel like SummerSlam is right around the corner because it is in about 4 weeks' time. Hell in a Cell. Then you got Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar, who will be contained inside Hell in a Cell. Seemingly, Oba Femi has given up his shot for the World Heavyweight title to go against Brock Lesnar. And then on the SmackDown side, you got Sami Zayn, the undisputed WWE champion, without a challenger, without a motive. And then you got Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, SummerSlam. One last time. The last time we heard that, it was when it was Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock at a WrestleMania, and it truly was for the final time ever. Rock Austin. We're getting Rollins Reigns SummerSlam for the final time ever. What are your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, your emotions on all of that? Because for anybody that comes on here and does an angry rant or said that Raw sucked or that Raw was mid or that Raw was this or Raw was that, this was probably one of the best Raws of the year. Okay, I'm talking about great creative, great booking, great match pacing, SummerSlam build. This thing had it all. It felt like it was a reinvented WWE. It's almost as if the WWE woke up, ladies and gentlemen. So it almost felt like the WWE woke up tonight on Raw. It felt like a completely different company. And again, I know people are going to come on here to get the cheap views. Oh, Raw sucked. Raw was mid. Raw was this. Again, I said it earlier. I don't want to sound like a broken record here. But there are going to be those people that are going to dictate, and they're just going to eat it up. They're going to pick it apart. They're going to come up with any little thing they can. This, in my opinion, was a very solid Monday Night Raw. And not only that, but it was actually a good follow-up. It was a good follow-up to what we witnessed this weekend, which was an extraordinary weekend of wrestling pay-per-views and PLE events. Again, viewers, you're going to probably say, well, you had Rollins on the show, you had Reigns on the show, you had Oba Femi on the show, you had Brock Lesnar on the show. How could it suck? Exactly, how could it suck, okay? And just as long, but here's the thing. One good Raw doesn't mean they're all going to be good, right? Let's not, lie about this. We had one good Raw. We know that SmackDown's going to be taped. I don't know if the next Raw is going to be taped, but I know the next SmackDown's going to be taped again. I'm not so sure about Raw. Raw's supposed to be, I think, in Chicago next week, so I don't know. There's all kinds of tapings listed. With the WWE, they've gone all kinds of different countries and states. They've went, out of the United States. I can't really keep up with everything the WWE is doing because they're going everywhere. They're doing everything. But tonight, guys, it was not a lackluster Raw. It was not a lazy Raw. It was not an abomination. This is not one, again, if anybody could come on here and pick apart this Raw and say it was horrible and it was terrible and it put you to sleep and you had to turn the channel and you had to switch the station, well, then that's your prerogative. That's your thinking. But again, it comes down to each and every one of you. What was your Raw review tonight? 3 hours. And it's very hard to keep someone's attention for 3 hours, but that is exactly what the WWE did tonight. But of course, this show isn't about me. It's about each and every one of you, as I want your Raw review in the comment section. Was it hot? Was it sunny? Was it dreary? Was it a thunderstorm? Was it a scorcher? Was it fire? What was Monday Night Raw to you tonight in the comment section? It all boils down to each and every one of you because we prove it true like it is. Now, I'll tell you what. I am fully anticipating, I am fully expecting that the Raw viewership, the Raw ratings for this should be decent. It should be decent. I don't think it's going to go down. I don't think it's going to go down the toilet, down the tubes here on YouTube.com. But what I feel is that we also have a brand new picture of John Cena. It's not AI. It's not edited. John Cena has went fully bald as he goes through the full transformation of getting his hair back. Yes, the photo has leaked online of John Cena along with his doctor, and John Cena seemingly got bald fully, just has the sides of the hairs there, not like Sean's View Entertainment here. I have the shaved head look going on here, but John Cena, ladies and gentlemen, has went fully bald, and he has installed that look online, and it has gotten a lot of people talking. Let me tell you that right now. Kind of like this Monday Night Raw has had a lot of people talking. And, again, great storyline progression, good follow-ups, good builds towards SummerSlam. I mean, this was a very impactful Monday Night Raw. And again, I could go on for a 20, 30-minute rant like everybody else that comes on here with their angry reviews and their angry rants and their angry this, that. Again, that's a way, I guess, to trip up the algorithm. I guess that's a way to get into the algorithm, is to be mad and to be sad and to be livid and to get up your pressure and just go all out and go haywire on Monday Night Raw, even when they presented you a good show, even when it was a show that was worth your time. And if I'm rating this, if I'm reviewing Monday Night Raw tonight, which came on around 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever it was, it's almost as if tonight's Raw, guys, it's almost as if tonight's Raw, all the stars aligned correctly at just the right time. And I don't know who was in charge of this Raw. I don't know who was in charge of creative. I don't know who put this thing together. But, man, they need to do this every single week, okay? And I do truly believe that when it's Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns battling for the World Heavyweight title and Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar inside Hell in a Cell at SummerSlam in Minneapolis, many of us were believing that it was going to be at WWE's SummerSlam. Oba Femi was going to be pulling double duty. But he could still, because we still don't know Sami Zayn, what is his fate in his future, as he is currently the undisputed WWE champion. Will Sami Zayn even be the WWE champion by the time SummerSlam rolls around, by the time SummerSlam comes on? I might even give my own angry rant, my own angry Raw review, but it will be in a positive way. It will be anger towards, well, what could I be angry about here, guys? What should I be mad about? What should I be peed off about? You know what I'm saying? Again, it would be easy for me to do that. But then it might also be sleazy for me to do that. Because I'm going to give you it the way it was and the way it was meant to be. Right here on Sean's View Entertainment, because this is your undisputed place. This is where we will always give it to you exclusive, whether it be elusive, whether it be right, wrong, or indifferent, ladies and gentlemen. Don't challenge the person, but you can challenge the argument here on Sean's View. Now, it's been a long time since I've done an in-depth Raw review. I always get your opinions and your view and your comments, because, again, without you, there is no Sean's View, because your view truly is the only view that matters on this very website. But who to you was the superstar of the night? What to you was the match of the night? What to you was the moment of the night on Raw tonight? Because you know what? WWE on their official YouTube, every single Monday after Raw, the next day, they say their top 10 moments, the top 10 highlights of Raw. Raw highlights, right? Well, this Raw was definitely filled with highlights. I can assure you of that right now. This is a Raw, again, that will go down as probably one of the greatest Raws of the year, if not one of the best Raws of all time. Yes, I said it. I would put this up next to some of the great Raws of the Ruthless Aggression era. I would put this up against some of the SmackDowns of the Ruthless Aggression era. And you could say, well, it's the talent that was on the show. And you might be right. And you might be right. It probably had to do with the talent on the show. But also, it had to do with the flow of the show, the creativity. How it didn't feel like that this show was just thrown together at the last minute, that it was changing on the hour, for the hour. So again, viewers, it all boils down to each and every one of you. I need your expertise. I need your comments and your review of Monday Night Raw tonight, because this thing was sizzling, and I am actually looking forward to it. That's another thing that Raw did right tonight. Usually when you watch Raw and you're done, you kind of feel blah, meh. It's like, all right, did WWE really give us a reason to tune in next week? Why should I watch Raw next week? Well, now, in my estimation, in my opinion, we do indeed have an opinion. We do indeed have a reason to tune in to Monday Night Raw next week. And again, this was one of those Raws that almost kept you watching from 1 hour to the next. It's not just about week to week, month to month. This was almost about hour to hour Monday Night Raw from start to finish. You want a finished product and you want a real review, you're going to get it right here and right now on Sean's View. Now, could I look at this whole show again? Go back. I mean, we started off strong and we ended even better. Okay, that's a Monday Night Raw. That's the kind of backing. That's the kind of wherewithal. That's the kind of Raw you want to come out feeling good, feeling positive, not feeling all negative and bored and dull. Ladies and gentlemen, there was nothing dull. The sell was there for SummerSlam, 4 weeks away. The WWE knows what they need to do. And maybe now the WWE has finally listened to the fans. Or is it just because the WWE is amping it up? Maybe it's just because it is SummerSlam season. Because SummerSlam is right around the corner. It's going to be right in the start of August, okay? And the building blocks, the fundamentals of the show, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant in my opinion. And with Seth Rollins challenging Roman Reigns, WWE RAW, Brock Lesnar, Oba Femi, Hell in a Cell, main events for SummerSlam all over the place. Again, how can you not be happy? How can you, and this is a Raw, now I've said it many, many times. There are many Raws that I cannot go back and replay it. I can't go back and watch it because it was that bad, it was that boring, it was that dull. But this was a Monday Night Raw that you could rewind instead of fast forwarding. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people say they watch Raw. They can't watch it no more. So Raw is so bad, they just watch the highlights. They just watch some clips on YouTube. Well, this is a show that you could have actually sat through the entire Monday Night Raw. And I'll tell you what, viewers, I do hope that this show gets a good rating. I hope it gets good viewership. Hell, it looked like a packed audience. It looked like a sold-out crowd tonight on Raw. But again, viewers, fans, and subscribers, it boils down to you. Because your view is the only view that matters on this very website. Your Raw review in the comment section. If you want more videos like this, subscribe, click the bell, become a channel member today. Donate with a super thanks donation. We got one more day left of June. And we're going to start off Blockbuster in the month of July. And we aren't going to hide. Get out the burgers, get out the ketchup, get out the hot dogs, get out the grill, because we are going to soak it up for each and every one of you as we prove it true here on SeanzView Entertainment, the only view that matters on this very website. Now, in addition to that, viewers, we are also receiving word, ladies and gentlemen, that the SmackDown tapings, yes, so it is confirmed, the WWE are taping SmackDown immediately after Monday Night Raw. And, of course, we got the full SmackDown spoiler lineup, full match card, and backstage notes revealed. SmackDown is set to deliver an exciting night of action on July the 3rd with a lineup with thrilling matches and intense rivalries. Also, WWE accused of streamer's clip after getting her TikTok clips channel banned again. WWE being accused of using a streamer's clip after getting her own TikTok clips channel banned. And WWE is catching a lot of heat after this one. And Triple H now, because we're wondering, well, you know, Brock wants the match, Oba Femi wants the match. Is it going to go down? Is it going to happen? Is it finalized? Triple H has addressed it. Triple H has finalized it. It is going to go down. And with John Cena going bold for his second hair transplant procedure, you got to wonder when we will see John Cena in a WWE ring again. And then we got breaking news on the undisputed WWE champion, Sami Zayn. Breaking news, backstage reaction to Sami Zayn's undisputed WWE title win revealed. Sami Zayn's big WWE title win clearly meant a lot to fans, but it sounds like the people backstage were just as happy for him. During a Q&A on WrestleVotes, they were asked about WWE's backstage reaction to Sami Zayn winning the WWE Championship this weekend. The answer was pretty simple. People were thrilled. WrestleVotes said that Sami is loved by just about everyone in WWE, from wrestlers to people working behind the scenes every week. This is something that people have wanted for a very long time. Everybody loves Sami. That's from In-Ring and people that he travels with weekly, and it goes as far as the parking guys. That says a lot. Sami Zayn is universally loved inside the company. I don't think he has an enemy anywhere. People have been waiting for this, so I know the backstage reaction has been absolutely great. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. And what was your reaction? There it is. What was your reaction to Sami Zayn becoming the undisputed WWE champion? Sami Zayn has the title, the fan support, and apparently a lot of fans love the behind the curtain as well. The hard part is what happens next, because WWE has to make sure that the reign lives up to the moment. What do you think about the WWE's backstage reaction to Sami Zayn becoming the WWE champion? Let us know your thoughts, your feedback in the comment section now. And without you, there certainly is no Sean's View. And if you can believe this one, John Cena has a Guinness World Record for staying a WWE babyface longer than most wrestlers stay on top. But even he seems confused about the entire thing. your thoughts, your comments, your opinions on all of that. Welcome to your recognizable source in WWE. SummerSlam, Raw, Hell in a Cell, Rollins, Reigns. The final chapter to the Shield where we close the book forever. It's going to be a hot SummerSlam. Subscribe.